Hey, how y'all doing? A lot of people don't know I used to be a Sunday school teacher. I was a Sunday school teacher for many, many years and stuff. I was the lead in the 4 and 5K classroom, so 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, kindergarten students and stuff. I was the lead teacher there and stuff, and it was just a wonderful experience. I loved all of those children like they were my own. I really did. I had a lot of joy spending time with the kids and stuff, and even when they eventually made the younger children's classrooms and stuff, women-led and stuff, and I was grandfathered in and allowed to still teach and stuff just because I had such a great relationship with the children, and the parents loved me. The parents loved how their kids would be excited to go to class and stuff, and I really, like I said, I really loved those kids and stuff. But there was a few kids that lived with different other family members and stuff, and sometimes they would come in, like I said, these are 4 or 5-year-old kids and stuff, and they would talk about some of the situations they would have with their families, and it would be so heartbreaking. And the thing that broke my heart the most is that the way they would talk about it was like it was so normal. It wasn't abnormal to have these really awful situations that they were in and stuff, and it was just so sad to hear that and stuff, and then just to see that these kids, listen, your children, I don't know if you're a parent, if you're going to be a parent, whatever, but these children, 4 or 5-year-olds, they know what the heck is going on around them. They're seeing what's going on around them. They are seeing what's going on in the home and stuff. When you think that they're naive and they just don't understand or anything, they're seeing that stuff, and it's affecting that. And the thing, like I said, I hated the most is that a lot of the stories that they would talk about, privately to me and stuff, to them it just became normal, and it never should have been felt or seemed normal to them, because it was not normal for them to have to experience that. So all to say, I've seen a video out there with some family, and the person rubs their genital area and shoves it in the face of their toddler girl and stuff, and I'm just like, if any of the children in my class would have came up to me and said their parent does that to them, I'm a pacifist. I prefer to be a pacifist, but I'm not a fool. And I defend myself if need be and stuff, if it break it down. But it would have been really hard not to want to physically do something to someone if one of the little girls came and said, yeah, my dad is rubbing his crotch and shoving it in my face and stuff, and people think that's funny. And I'm just going to leave it at that. You can look up what I'm talking about and stuff, but it's just something that does not sit right with me and does not make me happy. So it is what it is. But anyways, have an awesome Wednesday. You're an awesome, amazing human being, and I love you so much. Peace out.